That was the best part of the summer. Just the diving aspect alone. It's been one of the best summers I can recall. Getting exposed to what's out there in Thunder Bay.
Yeah, definitely something different because I'd have to say, at least, I knew Sanctuary was here, what we had out here. I didn't know to what extent it was, to everything, all the resources and such that we do have out here. And it's very eye-opening in terms of what it has to offer, and would have never realized without having this opportunity.
Boy, after this summer, seeing what's out there in Thunder Bay and the shipwreck, and we learn about our cultural heritage in this part of the country, this part of the Great Lakes, the number of shipwrecks, and discovering why there's so many shipwrecks out there. Well, it's just been pretty rewarding. I had no idea it was going to end up this way.
Now, another big thing I took away from it this year was at least later classes that we had, but we dealt with the Great Lakes and ocean issues and things such as the blue economy, the history, how things got here to the point to where we're standing right now with the blue economy and the jobs that there are to offer.
The use of these ROVs, the new frontiers with the remote operated vehicles and the autonomous operated vehicles to explore the sea bottoms and the lake beds and see what's down there. Give people the chance, even sitting in a wheelchair, chair bound in a nursing home, they'll be able to explore shipwrecks, right along as part of their daily activities or their weekly activities, from this point on with the technology available locally.
There's your different types of ROVs, the different jobs that are available with those. You have your gliders, your AUVs, you have all these different aspects of it that just had no idea what they could be used for, how they could use what was there. So it's very eye-opening and just so many opportunities for us to go here from once we finish the program.
Another big part is that it wasn't just about ROVs. The program did a good job of opening your eyes to everything else that was out there, like the history and then the archaeology and then just the Great Lakes oceans and issues. And
the more we chisel away and kind of find out where we want to go with it, I think, in terms of what we want to do, specific jobs, where we want to see ourselves, just the opportunities that are presented as we get farther into the program. Like we were talking about before, I had no idea that the majority of the jobs in this field right now are along the Gulf Coast in the oil industry, and each rig that you have out there has an ROV on it, and I had no idea before, so just another very eye-opening thing.
Yeah, I had no idea that they had daily inspections of all the pipes, for safety and make sure everything's working. After we had that horrific blowout earlier this summer, I guess the ROVs make a daily run down those pipes and do an inspection regularly. All kinds of career opportunities in the Gulf. I guess that's where 90% of the jobs are right now, in the oil industry down there. But as they become more affordable and there's more manufacturers in the ROVs, and with Michigan being a manufacturing base, I kind of like to see Michigan getting manufacturing them more for recreational use and exploring our own local lakes and stuff, making sure they're safe for recreational use. My main thing is make sure there's no old fishing lines at the bottom of the couple inland lakes around here that people use for swimming regularly, and finding the old cars or drums down there and slowly start cleaning up our local lakes. We've exploited the waters for so long, and things have turned around now. Starting to clean up our waterways and clean up the messes we've left behind, and then use them to explore what we learned, the key term of cultural heritage, discover our cultural heritage in this country. It seemed like we grew so fast in the shipping industry. We grew so fast in these Great Lakes, and now we have the technology and the time to sit back and develop our history as a nation, being one of the newest nations on the planet. Now we can start to bring together some kind of a history, or cultural heritage.
Obviously, the one place you go is ROV pilot for a few years, and then after that decide if that's something I want to continue doing or if I want to move away from that and go to either get more education and do marine archaeology, and there's just so many doors that you can open and go through, especially after Dr. Jensen was up here.
It's been great, just all the people that we've had being able to help with the program, steering us in different directions. We've had some of the most foremost experts in the world on different things from their respective trades here, helping us out. So I don't quite know where I want to go with it, but there's just so many opportunities, and I hope by the end of the program it can kind of steer me in the right direction to what I want to do with it. But once again, there's just so many things out there for us that I had no idea before.
I guess the internships they make available, I guess there's no end to where you could end up with the internships next summer or after the program completion off the shores of Europe or South Africa or towards the Middle East. There's just no end. That's what I find most exciting, and I'm just thankful I had the opportunity to go back to school at this point in my life. I wasn't necessarily happy about returning to school, and pretty daunting coming back and knowing what's expected. But I think the community college, for me personally, it seems like they were attuned to what an older student returning may be going through. It seemed like they addressed it right along from financial aid to the registrar's office, to the resource room looking for tutoring and support services, and even the program facilitators. Like, you're just attuned to what an older student may be experiencing, trepidation returning back to school, and well, I just feel real comfortable at this point, and pleased with the services that the local community college has afforded me. And I got to spend time with these fine young men, and I feel reinvigorated. And, that's been one of the best summers of my life, looking back. And